Well, did Frankenstein's monster come to your door tonight?
You know, Mary Shelley wrote that book when she was 18 years old, and her imagination predicted the future of modern medicine. Just this year, doctors successfully transplanted a human hand. Scientists are growing bone cartilage on the backs of mice with hopes of transplant. Organ transplants happen daily with both human and animal donations. But one local legendary doctor says Frankenstein's experiment may soon become reality.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
When Boris Karloff brought Dr. Frankenstein's monster to life, he never imagined one day a real doctor would accomplish the unthinkable. 30 years ago, in the cerebral cortex of Metro Health Medical Center, Dr. Robert White traded the brains of monkeys and kept one alive for 8 days. His studies are more than the stuff of legend. They're the reality of science.
It's the last frontier. Every organ has been transplanted in one way or the other, not the human brain. And now we're on the verge, probably for the next century, of being able to offer something equivalent to human brain transplantation.
But how could an 18-year-old prophesize the future of modern medicine? Was Frankenstein real?
I would think that perhaps Dr. Frankenstein would be less looked upon, or best looked upon, as a composite of the physicians of the early 19th century that had so little to work with in order to cure and help people.
For years, he studied the facts and fiction of Frankenstein, collected antique medical tools, a doctor's bag complete with a pair of cloth operating gloves and surgeon's boots, even a neck bolt that may have been used to keep the monster's head attached to the spine.
Very similar, incidentally, to what we use today.
The fictional doctor believed electricity held the essence of life, a theory not accepted today, except in the science of cloning.
You got to remember that with cloning, they give the new cell a little jolt of electricity to get it to start to reproduce.
Doctors are now capable of what some once considered mad science, but they're also faced with the ethics of their skills.
I don't think many people get too tied up in the morals or the ethics of it if their life has to have one of these operations, one of these transplants, in order to be saved.
Dr. White believes the world may witness a total body or brain transplant, most likely on a quadriplegic, within the next 25 years. That would mean, of course, organ donation would take on a whole new meaning.
It certainly would. Also, White's original experiments improved the management of head and spine injuries, even stroke problems. Isn't that interesting?
It's a fascinating story.